welcome to the Singapore Indoor Stadium for quarterfinals day at the Li-Ning Singapore Open, event number 6 on the 12 tournament OSIM BWF World Superseries. And there you can see the full calendar of events. We're actually down to number 6, the Singapore Open. And of course we have the Super Series Finals at the end of the year. So in essence 13 events, because the Super Series Finals, it will be the top 8 players and pairs from all 5 disciplines who will qualify for those end of season Super Series Finals. Well, as I say, it is quarterfinals day, and what a lineup we have for you. We're starting with men's doubles, and the new world number ones, Hyun and Li-Ning up against the Thai pair of N.Puangpuapech and M.Jongjit. Then women's doubles, and the winners from last week, Sin and Cheng Shu, they're up against the number 2 pair in the world, Matsutomo and Takahashi. Then men's singles, and the defending champion and 2-time winner Nipitphon up against Chong Wei Feng, the left-handed Malaysian. Then we've got mixed doubles, and the current All England champions and winners here in Singapore 2 years ago, Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Natsir from Indonesia, up against Adcock and White, the future husband and wife team from England. Last of our quarterfinals is women's singles, and Linda Wenner Fanatri is up against the winner of this tournament from 3 years ago, the number 2 seed, Saina Nehwal. So to the first of our matches, and it is indeed men's doubles. Number 1 seeds and world number 1s Hyun and Li-Ning up against M.Jongjit and N.Puangpuapech from Thailand. So as you can see, 3 magnificent courts at this truly lovely stadium here in Singapore. Here come the players for the first of our matches. The new world number 1s from Korea, Hyun and Li-Ning. Of course, Li-Ning was world number 1 with his former partner, Jung-jae-sung. The first job of the umpire is the toss of the coin, and our umpire for this one, Lawrence Vesta from South Africa. Grace Chia from Singapore will be the service judge. So we're looking at the draw at this quarter-final stage. We're only looking at the top quarter of the draw, and you can see that the number 7 seeds, Pratama and Saputra, lost in the very first round to the Thailand pair that are now in the quarter-final. So there is the former Olympic champion, Li-Ning, the 24-year-olds. Of course, he and his former men's doubles partner, Jung-jae-sung, bronze medalists at last year's Olympic Games. But since the Olympic Games, of course, Jung-jae-sung has retired from badminton. Therefore, this new partnership teamed up with Hyun. And Hyun, of course, has been in a final here with his previous partner, Young Sung. That was last year, beaten in the final against Marcus Guido and Indra Setiawan for the former World Olympic champions from Indonesia. Of course, winning this title last year was their last ever title together, and in fact their last ever tournament together before they too went their separate ways. So to Maneepong Jongjit, the 22-year-old from Phuket. There you can see his world ranking has gone up 5 places with his new partner, N.Puangpuapech. Only played 8 tournaments. So career win-loss records there. Not sure that can convey them as a pair. Perhaps that was his individual win-loss record. So to his partner. And of course, they're not seeded here, but their world ranking, as I say, up to 28, up those 5 places. Now, they only formed their partnership this year. They formed their partnership, in fact, at the All England Championships and promptly reached the semi-final. So I think the season win-loss record is the one we should pay attention to. Well, Lawrence Bester is actually from South Africa, and Grace Chia is from Singapore. There are court officials.
On my right, M.Jongjit, Nipitphon, Thailand. And on my left, Hyun, Hyun, Korea. Hyun serve to M.Jongjit. Level.
So this men's doubles quarterfinal gets underway. The new world #1s enjoying their 4th week. That status of the best in the world goes on Hyun and Lee-Yong. Now this is actually the 4th meeting between these 2 pairs. And of the previous 3, I can tell you that the Koreans have won all 3 of them. All of them in 2 straight games. Last time they met, incidentally, was in the semi-final of the Sudirman Cup in Kuala Lumpur last month. Korea, of course, went on to contest the final against China. Well, as far as the Koreans are concerned, 18 tournaments they've played together. The first 3 being in 2011, of which they won 2 titles, US Open and Canadian Open. From their 18 tournaments that they've played in so far, 13 finals, winning 8 titles. It's no wonder they're the world #1s. Service fault is called. Struck above the waist. Li-Ning is known around the world as a phenomenal front court player. He's now teamed up with Go Sung-Hyun, as you can see, is a very physical, strong athlete. believe the theory behind pairing these two together is that Yong's physical strength will allow Li-Ning to go forward to the net as much as he desires, where he plays his best badminton, and then his partner can do all the hard work from the back of the court.
6-3.
Some of the power.
3.
Thundered that down. 8 tournaments this year for the Koreans, and from those 8, 6 finals, winning 2 titles. Their own Korean Super Series event, that was a premier event, and of course the Asian Championships as well. This is a very, very good start by the Koreans, racing to a 9-3 advantage. They've been playing just a little over 3 minutes. That's extraordinary.
3.
Yeah, good return of serve.
4.
Just enough pace on the shot from Maneepong Jongjit. Make it awkward for his opponent. Well, Koreans go to the mid-game interval with a 7-point advantage, and that's a handsome lead. And they do look very, very confident. Love to see a bit more positive play and a bit more attacking play from the Thailand pair. Of course, that's easier said than done because their opponents are just pouncing on everything at the moment.
Squad 1, 20 seconds. Squad 1, 20 seconds. Eleven, 4. Play.
Well, slightly hesitant call by the service judge on the back line. I have to say, I think in the end the right decision was made. Yeah, that was long. Point to the Koreans. Oh, what a great backhand from N.Puangpuapech. Of course, both these pairs are very, very new combinations. Thailand pair have been even newer than the Koreans.
6. Go.
Only 7 individual tournaments played by the Thailand pair as a combination. Just the refusal by the Koreans to give anything away, looking to pounce on everything, take it early, flat drives across the nets, not giving the Thailand pair anything to hit and any way of attacking themselves.
47.
Oh, what a shot from Li-Ning. Swayed his body one way, hit the shuttle another. Look, he comes forward at the right moment. That is just delightful. Super shot.
16. 7.
Well, it's all one-way traffic at the moment. Once again, I can't really remember in this opening game the Thailand pair having anything to hit, any smashes to hit. There, everything flat again. Oh, this is just a demolition job at the moment.
7.
There was a smash, they need more of that. Yeah. And what a different outcome to the rally. The fact that they were able to play some downward shots, get on the attack themselves. Huge difference. You know, I suspect it's too late for this opening game. But they need to play themselves into the match, give themselves confidence before the start of the second game. The pair from Thailand. Look at that defensive shot. Turn the defensive play into their own aggressive attacking play. And up come game point opportunities in double quick time. Just a little over 10 minutes of this match.
Service over. 9-20.
It's a better rally. But the lift is long, and therefore the opening game to the world number ones, Hyun and Li-Ning. Umpire confirming the score, 21-9, and they really were in very dominant mood, the Koreans, in that opening game. Once again, 21-9 in just 11 minutes of play. I'm not sure the Korean coach really said anything to them as he passed by and went to the coach's seat at the back of the court. I think he probably just said, "Same again, please, lads." There's the Thailand coach having to work much harder. It really is a beautiful venue, this Singapore indoor stadium. courts in action on quarterfinals day. So there's the 22-year-old, turned 22 3 weeks ago, N.Puangpuapech. Partner turned 22 in March earlier this year.
Second game. Level. Play.
So here we go, second game. #1 seeds, Asian champions from Korea, Hyun and Li-Ning, having taken the opening game in double quick time, 21-9. And I would think that the Thailand pair should think their coach has had a bit of a stern talking to them. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be advising a change of tactics. What the plan was for the opening game, it certainly didn't work.
One. All.
Oh, that's a super backhand from Li-Ning. Most players would have had to play that at the very least down the middle of the court, and most would have had to play that backhand cross court. Keeping that straight is technically a very difficult shot. It's gone wide. And the Thailand pair are going to have to be awfully careful here, not to let their opponents get too much of a lead. Oh, just wide. Thailand pair don't like the call. Oh, clever lift.
2, 4.
Well, I was talking last week during the Indonesian Open about Hyun, and whilst his physical strength is obviously one of his qualities as a badminton player, suggesting that he needed to mix up the pace a little bit more within a match. And there are signs that he's beginning to do that. But given a tight situation, he always reverts back to natural instincts, which is to try and hit the shuttle as hard as possible. Oh, yeah, almost changed his mind. He was right to leave it. Oh, my goodness. How on earth? He played 3 while he was lying on the floor. 1, 2. Oh no, it was his partner who hit the last one. Yeah, made the error. Should have left it to Yong. Oh, that's a good smash. Not only power, but perfect placement. Li-Ning does have a tendency to defend very deep in court, and also with the backhand stance. Look, he's hit down his forehand side. He's trying to play it with the backhand action. That's why he couldn't make contact.
6.
Now back to within a point of the world number ones. Ooh, back level. Good serve.
6. All.
Very, very good channel attack by the Korean pair. And by channel attack, we mean just keeping the shuttle down the centre of the court in between your two opponents. It narrows the angle of reply. And once Hyun is hitting from the back of the court, Lee reads the game so well at the front. Devastating from that front court area. It wasn't just the fact that he intercepted, he played it across his opponent's body, aiming towards his opponent's right hip, just as what had happened to him just a couple of rallies ago. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, once again, Lee on his defence, out wide enough to his forehand side, causing him a huge amount of problems. Very rarely actually attempts to play a forehand defence. Good rally. Oh, what a pity, it's just wide. Really launched himself towards the net there, Maneepong in an effort to win the rally. There he goes. Absolute commitment, but just overdid it. It's just wide of that sideline. Clever. No, all the players this week have been telling me about the drift in the Singapore Indoor Stadium here. There's been an awful lot of three-game matches because players have struggled to adjust to the drift. Thailand pair into the lead. May have made the error. And once again, the Thailand pair looking to get on the attack, and that's a very, very different attitude and tactic to that opening game. And that's good to see. Yeah, well played by the Korean pair. An Olympic gold medalist, Lee-Ning in the mixed doubles in Beijing in 2008 with Hyun. And bronze medalist last year in the men's doubles. But between these two Korean men's doubles players, they have 6 World Championship medals. 6 medals, but not one of them gold. And one of the upcoming World Championships in Guangzhou in August, whether that might just change. And players just indicating to the court attendants that there's a lot of perspiration on the court surface. Just need that mopped first before they play on.
Thank you.
So just the 1 point advantage. Now all level.
11. All.
Just another demonstration of just what a class act Li-Ning is at the front of the court. Not that he's weak at the back, not by any means. He's just so phenomenal at the front. Oh, he's overdone it. He tried to do a Li-Ning. I remember the former Olympic champion did that to his opponents in the opening game there. And Maneepong Jongjit trying to play exact same shot, but didn't make it count. The psychology of sport. To say to your opponents by the shots you choose, well, you may be able to do it, but I can do it too. And then when it doesn't work, how that puts them at a psychological disadvantage. Oh, it's just a miss-hit.
11.
6 of the last 7 points have gone to the Koreans.
16. 11.
Make that 7 or 8. There's a little hand signal, just letting his partner know where he's going to serve to. Where I think Hyun is really improved, and where he's trying to work on his game is his front court area. Yeah, no wonder that Li-Ning just points his finger at him and says, yes, good stuff. That's what we've been practicing, that's what you've been working on. Well done.
12. 17.
Just missed it.
17.
Just up to gear. Since the mid-game interval, well, number ones just put their foot on the pedal a little bit more, up the intensity, up the pace. That's a good rally. Pushed long in the end by Go Sung-kyung. And that's the drift coming into play. Much more difficult to control it going towards that far side of the court as we look down. The umpire not allowing Li-Ning off to mop his brow. That's good umpiring. Yeah, well taken. They really haven't, in my opinion, challenged the net enough, the Thailand pair. Really given, especially Li-Ning, free rein at the front of the court. This is an important point. The power of Go Sung-kyung. Now just 2 points away from a place in their second consecutive semi-final in 2 weeks. Of course, they made it through to all the way to the final last week in Jakarta, the Indonesia Superseries. And match point opportunities have come around for the world number ones.
Out. 16.
Brave to leave that. That's gone wide. Second time of asking. 21-9, 21-16. And Go Sung-kyung and Li-Ning, the number 1 seeds and Asian champions, through to the semi-final of the Singapore Open. 30 minutes of play for their victory, and I have to say, especially the opening game, they were very impressive indeed. Their confirmation of the score, and the world number ones Go Sung-kyung and Li-Ning, victory over Maneepong, N.Puangpuapech and N.Puangpuapech. 2 straight games, 21-9, 21-16. It's the final rally, the push from N.Puangpuapech, out wide, overdoing it, and the victory to the Koreans. So with the conclusion of the men's doubles, we can look forward now to the women's doubles and the champions from last week, Bao Yi-sin and Cheng Shu, who are seeded number 7 this week in Singapore. They're up against the world number 2 ranked pair, Misaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi.